We are back in the 28 years later universe, I guess you should say. Is Bone Temple a spinoff 28 years later? Is it kind of a direct sequel? I'm going to say yes to all of that. But we got a January movie that's going to surprise some people. Let's dive in. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. Today we're diving into Nia Dacosta's new film that is 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Just last year, we had 28 years later come out, continuing this universe of this post-zombie apocalypse that we got way back in the early 2000s. Now, to be completely honest, when it came to 28 years later, I was a bit disappointed in that film. I did not think it lived up to its predecessors. It did not feel like it was in the same world as 28 Days Later did. A lot of people really enjoyed it. A lot of people liked the philosophical questions it was asking, or maybe a deeper meaning that they were showing into the real world. I did see what they're going for. It just did not resonate with me. Some of the CGI looked too, I guess, CGI for me, if that's a real saying. And of course, there was a jarring ending where the Teletubby Power Ranger guys came out of nowhere and kind of left us off thinking, what was the point of that? Now we got the Bone Temple, which definitely dives way more into what the point of that was. And going back to 28 years later, it now makes a lot more sense. So I'm going to say the Bone Temple is a huge win, especially for Nia Dacosta. She comes off of The Marvels, which was, let's just say it, a very bad movie. But you do not blame her for that, because I'm sure it had Disney's Marvel, Kevin Feige, awful Marvelness written all over it and their fingerprints, not letting Dacosta do at all what she really wanted to do with the Marvels. So now it looks like she had a lot more creative reign when it comes to the Bone Temple. She really shows the power of her directing style in this film. It does continue the philosophical questions, and I do enjoy them quite a bit more in the Bone Temple. This movie asked some great things and really pushed a lot of the characters and the plot lines forward in a way that I really enjoyed and was really thought-provoking. Ralph Fiennes was kind of a side character, I guess, side plot in the first film. He becomes one of the main stars in this movie, and I think he really takes the movie up quite a few notches, and his acting is just incredible. He's always great. We've got Jack O'Connell, who is the cult leader, one of those Teletubby Power Ranger guys I was mentioning from the end of 28 years later, and he is quite menacing. I guess you could say he is the main villain of the movie. He does some messed up stuff. This movie gets bleak. This movie gets pretty intense. I would say that the Bone Temple gets more messed up than 28 years later. There's a lot of memes of hanging man parts from 28 years later. Don't worry, it continues in the Bone Temple, maybe even more. But I do say you get used to it at a certain point. But it being January, and I think the Bone Temple easily could be in my top 10 films when it comes to the end of the year. If it's not, that means we had a really good year with movies, but I thoroughly enjoyed the Bone Temple. I think it's definitely my second favorite movie in the franchise, if not kind of tied up there with the first one. And also it leaves you really excited to what's going to happen later on in this universe. Again, it really arises some questions and really pushes you in a direction of where this could all go. Erin Kellyman was a character that I was also impressed with. She was in Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I thought she was a pretty subpar actress in that show, but I think she showed some really good acting ability in this film and she really fit in. So in the end, I really enjoyed the Bone Temple. I love the directing style of it. It felt way more in the universe of 28 Days Later than 28 Years Later did. I still believe though, if you love 28 Years Later, you're also going to love the Bone Temple. I'm going to go ahead and give the Bone Temple an 80 out of 100. You guys let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive, and we will see you next time.